Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what separates dreams from reality, wishes from achievements, and potential from success. Without discipline, even the most talented individuals struggle to make progress. But with it, ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things. Why is discipline so important? Because success is never an accident. It's the result of consistent, deliberate effort. Discipline is a cornerstone of personal success. It's what allows you to stay focused, overcome distractions, and take meaningful steps toward your goals every single day. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest motivational speakers of all time, taught that discipline is the foundation for building the life you truly want. He said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." This simple yet profound idea reminds us that success doesn't require perfection, but it does require consistency. In this video, we're going to explore the power of discipline and how it can transform your life. We'll dive into Jim Rohn's timeless philosophy and uncover practical steps you can take to build discipline in your own journey. By the end, you'll see that discipline isn't a burden. It's a gift you give yourself. Let's get started. 2 main points. A, discipline is the engine that drives success. At its simplest, it's about keeping promises to yourself. It's the ability to take action, not based on how you feel in the moment, but based on what you decided is important. It's about doing what's necessary, even when it's hard, inconvenient, or uncomfortable. When you think about discipline, imagine it as the glue that holds your goals and dreams together. Goals are important. They give us direction and purpose. But without discipline, goals are just wishes. Discipline is what transforms those wishes into reality. It's what allows you to wake up every morning and take consistent action, even when there's no immediate reward. Many people think success is about talent, luck, or being in the right place at the right time. But let me tell you something powerful. Success isn't about those things. It's about mastering the art of consistency. It's about showing up every day and doing the small, seemingly insignificant tasks that over time create extraordinary results. As Jim Rohn said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Think about that. Success isn't some magical formula or complicated process. It's about making simple decisions and sticking to them. It's about choosing to work out instead of staying in bed, choosing to save money instead of spending it impulsively, or choosing to spend time learning instead of scrolling through distractions. These choices may feel small, but they are the foundation upon which success is built. Imagine this. You're a builder constructing a house. Every day, you lay one brick. On the first day, it doesn't look like much. Even after a week, it's hard to see the progress. But if you stay consistent day after day, eventually, you'll have a sturdy, beautiful house. Discipline is laying those bricks. It's the daily effort that seems insignificant in the moment, but leads to something extraordinary over time. Discipline doesn't come naturally for most of us. It's not a trait we're born with. It's a skill we develop. And like any skill, it takes practice. You won't master discipline overnight, but that's okay. The key is to start small. Choose one area of your life where you want to improve. Maybe it's committing to 10 minutes of exercise every day, or dedicating 15 minutes to reading something that expands your mind. These small actions build momentum. And here's the thing. Discipline isn't just about hard work. It's also about smart work. It's about focusing your energy on the things that truly matter and eliminating distractions that pull you off course. It's not about being busy for the sake of being busy. It's about being intentional with your time and effort. Discipline also teaches you the power of delayed gratification. In a world that constantly tempts us with instant rewards, fast food, instant entertainment, quick fixes, discipline reminds us that the best things in life take time. It's the ability to say no to fleeting pleasures so you can say yes to lasting fulfillment. Jim Rohn also taught that discipline is the foundation of character. When you practice discipline, you're not just achieving external success. You're transforming who you are on the inside. You're becoming someone who can be trusted, relied upon, and admired. Discipline shapes your habits, and your habits shape your destiny. Remember this. Discipline may feel difficult in the moment, but the rewards are always greater than the struggle. It's what allows you to turn your potential into reality. Start today. Commit to just one small discipline and stick with it. Over time, you'll see that discipline isn't a burden. It's the greatest gift you can give yourself. It's the foundation for building the life you've always wanted. Be the role of habits in building discipline. Habits are the building blocks of discipline. They are the automatic routines and behaviors that shape your daily life, often without you even realizing it. If you think about it, most of what we do every day is driven by habit. How we wake up, the way we eat, how we react to challenges, and even the thoughts we entertain. This is why habits are so powerful. They have the ability to guide our lives either toward growth and achievement or stagnation and frustration. Now, discipline plays a key role in creating and maintaining habits. Discipline is what helps you take those initial steps. It's what gives you the strength to repeat a behavior enough times for it to become second nature. Without discipline, building positive habits becomes nearly impossible. But once a habit is formed, it starts to carry its own momentum, requiring less conscious effort. Jim Rohn captured this beautifully when he said, "Motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing." Think about it. Motivation is the spark that lights the fire. It's the excitement you feel when you set a new goal or dream about a better life. But motivation is temporary. It fades when things get hard or when the excitement wears off. Discipline, on the other hand, is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. And once discipline turns into habits, the fire burns steadily on its own. To truly understand the power of habits, let's look at an example. Imagine you've decided to improve your physical health. Your ultimate goal might be to lose weight or run a marathon, but those are big, long-term aspirations. If you focus only on the end goal, it can feel overwhelming. This is where habits come in. You start small, perhaps by committing to a 10-minute walk every morning. At first, it takes discipline to stick to this routine. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it, when the weather isn't perfect, or when life feels too busy. But with discipline, you push through. Over time, something amazing happens. That 10-minute walk becomes a natural part of your day. You no longer debate whether or not to do it. You just do it. What's more, this one small habit starts a ripple effect. You feel more energized, so you start making healthier food choices. You feel more confident, so you extend your walks or try new exercises. Before you know it, these small, daily actions lead to big, meaningful changes in your health and well-being. This is the magic of habits. They multiply. A single good habit can trigger a cascade of positive changes in your life. But it all starts with discipline. Discipline helps you make that first decision, take that first step, and stay consistent when it's tough. Now, let's talk about breaking bad habits. Just as habits can move you forward, they can also hold you back. Maybe it's procrastination, unhealthy eating, or spending too much time on distractions. Breaking a bad habit is no easy task. But discipline gives you the power to recognize these patterns and replace them with better ones. It requires intentionality and effort, but with time, Even the most ingrained habits can be changed. The key to building habits that stick is starting small and staying consistent. You don't need to change everything at once. In fact, trying to do too much too soon can backfire. Instead, focus on one habit at a time. Keep it simple and manageable. For example, if you want to read more, commit to just 5 minutes of reading each day. If you want to eat healthier, start by adding one extra serving of vegetables to your meals. Over time, these small habits compound. It's like the law of compound interest in finance. Small, consistent investments lead to exponential growth. This is true for your habits as well. Every small action you take, repeated over time, creates massive results. Habits are the foundation of who you are and who you will become. Discipline is the tool you use to shape those habits, and habits are the structures that support your goals. Together, they create a life of growth, success, and fulfillment. Remember, every habit you build is a step closer to the person you want to be. Start small, stay consistent, and let the power of habits carry you toward your dreams. C. Self-accountability and the power of consistency. Self-accountability is one of the most powerful forces you can harness in your journey toward success. It's the ability to take full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes without blaming others or making excuses. When you hold yourself accountable, you empower yourself to make changes, take action, and ultimately shape the life you want. The truth is, no one is coming to do the work for you. It's up to you to take ownership of your future. A lack of accountability is one of the biggest roadblocks to success. It's easy to point fingers when things don't go as planned. But true growth happens when you look inward and ask, what could I have done differently? How can I improve? When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the creator of your life. You gain control, and in that control lies the power to achieve anything. Jim Rohn often said, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Accountability means you take responsibility for your direction. It means you don't wait for someone else to tell you what to do or when to do it. You take the reins of your life into your own hands. But accountability isn't just about owning your mistakes. It's about celebrating your wins too. When you take responsibility for your success, you gain confidence and momentum. Every small victory becomes a stepping stone toward the next one. The more you acknowledge your efforts and hold yourself accountable, the more you reinforce your commitment to the path you're on. Now, let's talk about the power of consistency, which is the key to building discipline and achieving long-term success. In a world that loves quick fixes and instant results, it's easy to believe that success should come fast and hard. But Jim Rohn reminds us that success is a natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals. It's not about doing a lot of work all at once. It's about doing a little bit every day and staying on course, even when the results are not immediately visible. This is where the concept of consistency over intensity comes into play. Many people will start strong with intensity and enthusiasm, but when the results don't come quickly enough, they burn out. It's easy to work hard for a week or two, but the true magic lies in the everyday actions, the ability to keep showing up even when the excitement fades. Consistency is the secret sauce that transforms small actions into massive outcomes. You don't need to go all out every single day. You just need to keep going one step at a time. Think about planting a tree. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't expect it to grow into a tall tree overnight. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you nurture it every single day. There are no shortcuts. Some days, it might seem like nothing is happening, but with consistency, over time, that small seed grows into something strong and powerful. It becomes a tree that can weather storms and stand tall for years to come. Building discipline is exactly the same. The daily actions may seem small, but they add up. Every time you make the right choice, every time you stay consistent, you're watering your tree of success. And one day, you'll look up and realize that those small, consistent actions have turned into something truly remarkable. The power of consistency is that it compounds. It's like adding one brick every day to a building. At first, it's hard to see the progress. But as you continue, you begin to see something solid, something built to last. And that building is your success. So, focus on consistency, not intensity. Keep showing up, even on the tough days. Be accountable for your actions. Stay committed to your goals. And trust that with time, your efforts will bear fruit. 3. Actionable steps for building discipline. Building discipline is like building a muscle. It takes consistent effort, patience, and dedication. But with the right approach, anyone can develop the self-control needed to achieve their goals. Let's dive deeper into each actionable step, expanding on how you can implement them and why they work. 1. Start small. Identify one habit to focus on daily. The first key to building discipline is focusing on just one habit at a time. While it may seem tempting to try and tackle everything at once, maybe you want to wake up earlier, exercise more, eat healthier, and read more all in the same month. It's not only overwhelming, but it's also unsustainable. Starting small ensures that you don't spread yourself too thin. The magic lies in choosing one habit that is simple but powerful enough to make an impact on your life. For example, instead of deciding to completely overhaul your diet in one go, focus on eating one healthy meal each day. If you want to exercise more, start by committing to 10 minutes of movement every day. You don't need to aim for perfection. You just need to aim for consistency. Jim Rohn's advice: success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, underscores the power of these small, consistent actions. Small habits are like seeds. They take time to grow, but with daily care, they'll bloom into something remarkable. The first step toward discipline is choosing one thing to focus on, then working on it until it becomes second nature. 2. Create a routine. The power of scheduling and preparation. Once you identify that one habit, it's time to create a routine. A routine takes the guesswork out of your day. It provides structure and makes it easier to commit to your habit, even when motivation is low. A routine also minimizes distractions, reduces decision fatigue, and helps you focus on the tasks that will get you closer to your goals. The key to a successful routine is planning ahead. Think about your day and the time you have available. Schedule your new habit at a time that makes sense, perhaps right after waking up, during lunch, or before bed. For example, if your goal is to meditate daily, set aside 10 minutes each morning right after you wake up. Jim Rohn would say, discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Lack of discipline inevitably leads to failure. The discipline of setting time aside for the habit ensures you show up consistently, even when your emotions or energy levels fluctuate. Prepare for your day the night before. Lay out your clothes for your morning workout. Pack your bag with healthy snacks, or write out your to-do list. By having everything ready, you eliminate excuses and set yourself up for success. A well-prepared day is a disciplined day, and discipline is a consistent choice that pays off over time. 3. Overcome excuses, recognizing and eliminating distractions. Excuses are the silent killers of progress. They can be subtle and convincing. I'm too tired today, I don't have enough time, or I'll do it tomorrow. But every time you give in to an excuse, you're training your mind to accept mediocrity. The key is to recognize these excuses and eliminate them. Start by being honest with yourself. Acknowledge when an excuse is just your mind trying to avoid discomfort. For example, when you feel too tired to work out, ask yourself, am I really too tired, or am I just avoiding the discomfort of getting started? Often, the hardest part is simply beginning. Once you push through that resistance, you'll realize it wasn't as hard as you thought. Jim Rohn often said, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Designing your life plan means taking full responsibility for your actions and not allowing excuses to steer you off course. It's about eliminating distractions and creating an environment that supports your growth. Start eliminating distractions one by one. Turn off notifications on your phone. Set up a distraction-free workspace. Limit your access to time-wasting apps or websites. The fewer distractions you face, the more focused and disciplined you can be. Remember, distractions are nothing more than time thieves, stealing the moments that could be invested in building the life you truly want. 4. Track progress. Measure results to stay motivated. Tracking progress is not just about seeing how much you've accomplished. It's about reinforcing the habit and keeping yourself motivated. Without measuring results, it's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate changes. But tracking gives you clarity and shows you that your efforts are leading somewhere. Start by keeping a journal or using a habit tracking app. Record your progress every day, even if it's just a small step. For example, if you're aiming to read more, track the pages or chapters you complete each day. If your goal is to work out, record the time you spend exercising or the sets and reps you complete. Jim Rohn said, the more you know, the more you can do. Tracking progress helps you learn about yourself, how you work, when you're most productive, what motivates you. It allows you to adjust your approach as needed. You can also look back at your progress to remind yourself of how far you've come, which fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. Acknowledge the progress you've made, no matter how small. Celebrate the days when you've been consistent, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Tracking provides tangible evidence of your discipline, and that evidence will give you the confidence to keep going. 5. Reward yourself. Celebrate small wins to build momentum. One of the best ways to keep your discipline alive is to reward yourself for your small wins. Building discipline is hard, and without rewards, it can feel like you're just putting in endless effort with little return. That's why celebrating small wins is so important. It reinforces the positive actions you're taking and reminds you that discipline can be enjoyable. For every milestone you hit, reward yourself. If you stuck to your morning routine for a week, treat yourself to something you enjoy. Maybe it's a favorite snack, a relaxing evening, or watching an episode of a show you love. These rewards don't have to be big, but they should make you feel good about the progress you've made. Jim Rohn also said, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. As you reward yourself, you're acknowledging the positive direction you're heading in. This reinforces your commitment to discipline and makes the process feel more fulfilling. Rewarding yourself keeps you motivated for the long haul. It creates a cycle of positivity and accomplishment. The more you celebrate, the more you'll want to stay disciplined. Small rewards also act as a reminder that discipline doesn't have to be a burden. It can be an empowering journey toward becoming the person you want to be. By implementing these 5 steps, starting small, creating a routine, overcoming excuses, tracking progress, and rewarding yourself, you'll begin to see the power of discipline at work in your life. Remember, Discipline is not about perfection. It's about showing up consistently every single day, even when the going gets tough. It's about making small, intentional choices that, over time, will add up to extraordinary results. With patience and persistence, you'll soon realize that discipline isn't just a tool for achieving goals. It's a way of life that empowers you to be your best self. So, start today. Build the discipline you need, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. As we come to the end of today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned about discipline and how it can shape our lives. We've discussed how discipline is the bedrock of success, and it's not about making grand gestures or taking giant leaps. It's about the little things, the daily habits that, when practiced consistently, compound over time to create profound change. Discipline is the ability to do the things you know you should do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits that push you toward your goals, no matter how small those steps may seem. As Jim Rohn wisely said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. That means discipline isn't about perfection or doing everything right. It's about showing up every day and making the best possible choices, even on days when motivation is low. So, let's recap the actionable steps we've discussed. First, start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose one habit, one area of your life to improve, and begin with small, manageable steps. Second, create a routine. A structured schedule helps eliminate decision fatigue and keeps you focused on what's most important. Next, overcome excuses. Every excuse is a roadblock that can stop you from moving forward. Acknowledge them, challenge them, and push through. Then, track your progress. Measuring your success helps you stay motivated and shows you how far you've come. Finally, reward yourself. Celebrate those small wins because every step forward is a step toward building the disciplined life you desire. I want to encourage you to start today, right now. Take one small step toward discipline. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. What matters is that you begin. Because, as Jim Rohn often said, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. This quote is a powerful reminder that success doesn't come from wishing for an easier path. It comes from becoming better, better at managing our time, better at staying focused, and better at building habits that support our growth. The truth is, discipline is a skill that can be developed just like any other. And the best part, you don't need to be perfect at it to succeed. You just need to be consistent. It's those small, daily actions, practiced with persistence and patience, that lead to the kind of success you dream of. So, what are you waiting for? Your future self is counting on you to start building discipline today. Take that first step, whether it's setting a morning routine, choosing a healthy meal, or committing to just 10 minutes of exercise. Whatever it is, make it small and make it daily. Because every time you practice discipline, you're building the life you've always wanted. Remember, the power to transform your life is already within you. It starts with one decision, one action, one habit at a time. Embrace the process and trust that your disciplined efforts will lead to success. You've got this. Let today be the day you take control of your discipline and shape the future you desire.